Hi, it's Mark Murphy, and you may recognize where I'm at. I am back at the Hyatt Ziva, one of my favorite resorts here in Cancun, with Kevin Froemming, who's been kind of busy. Kevin, you guys launched Hyatt Ziva, Hyatt Zilara, I think it was, what, a year or two ago? Panama Jack.
Panama Jack.
And now?
The Hilton all-inclusive brands.
Yeah, so you're going after these brands and you're leveraging their recognition for both travel agents and travelers.
Right.
Tell me why that's a big move and what the difference is.
I think it's because it's a very unique strategy. You know, most of what happens in our space is everybody's fighting for the same customers. And with these types of brands, I think we're going to be bringing in millions of new customers into the all-inclusive marketplace. And the reason I say that is that when you look at Hyatt and Hilton, for example, they have 85 million loyalty guest members between them. And you know, from what they have told us, almost 90% of their customer base has never been to an all-inclusive.
Which is hard to believe, except for the fact that most of those brands have never been in the all-inclusive space, right?
That's correct.
Or very little. They might have a couple of properties here and there, right?
They do. They have, there's Hilton has a couple of other ones, but they've kind of been in and out of that marketplace, and this is really a commitment that they've made. And when you look at those, you look at those 85 million customers and 75 million of them haven't been there. The really interesting statistic is that not only is it that there's so many people that haven't been there, but when you ask these loyalty members, well, where do they want to go to redeem their miles? Cancun comes up, Jamaica comes up as number 1 and number 2.
Interesting.
So
which are huge all-inclusive markets,
yeah.
Yet they don't have any product at the time.
In those destinations. So you can see why, like, Hilton is very excited about it. Hyatt has been, we've been very active with them. We continue to find new opportunities with Hyatt as well. We've got the 2 new Hyatt Ziva and Zilaras going up in Cap Cana, which we're really excited about.
Right?
So I think this is an opportunity to grow the market, and I think that's what the all-inclusive market has been missing. You know, most of everybody's strategy really focuses on distribution and focuses on, how they're going to do this or that. And at the end of the day, it's about bringing new customers in. And right. I think, this really benefits travel agents as well, because these international brands are a lot easier to sell. I was just meeting with Delta Vacations, and the similarities in their strategy about customer service and focus. Right. Really ties in with what we're doing at Playa, and that's our focus is to utilize these international brands that have spent millions and millions of dollars building their brands over the years to take advantage of that and bring them into the all-inclusive.
So it's almost akin to a lot of things in the cruise market, right? Because most people haven't taken a cruise, and a lot of times they do things like trying to get people to try a cruise, right? It's interesting, you have a direct line into those members, which is an easy sale for the agent, right? Because they can use their points, but then how does the agent get compensated? Because for travelers, they don't realize if they're buying through a travel agent, that the supplier, like you, pays. Like, so some people, like, if you're a traveler watching this, you may think that it costs more to use a travel agent. It doesn't, because Playa Resorts pays the travel agent whether if they book you, or you're going to pay the same price wherever you book, right? It's called rate parity.
Right.
So I'm a travel agent on that side. How do I get compensated? Because they're using points.
Well, I think that's the thing, and that's where, again, I think where the opportunity comes in is that travel agents generally have limited access to these customers, and we're working with Hilton and with Hyatt to create those opportunities, not only for, if it was up to me, I think, having those points redemptions, we're working to get travel agents included in those programs. And I think the good news is the travel agents have an advocate in us. Whereas some of the these international brands, they've got hundreds of hotels that are in the business sector, and they've got different strategies where it's really transaction based rather than an emotional appeal, something that's a purchase that's $3,000, $4,000, and they have to sell it differently. And I think what they are recognizing, and what we know obviously is that there's no better advocate for selling a high-end product than an educated travel agent.
Yep.
And that's what we really want to do. And again, those messages have been sent to the highest levels of both Hilton and Hyatt, and even at Panama Jack, our other brand, it's a great lifestyle brand.
And I've seen it, and I really like how you build out the lobby areas in the property right here in the hotel zone in Cancun. It's warm, it's welcoming.
Right.
You feel like you've arrived the second you step in.
Right. It's one of my favorite places to be. It really is, and we can't wait to expand the Panama Jack brand as well. We've got plans. I think you were at our announcement that we did at where we're going to be converting the Royal Playa de Carmen as one of our newest Hiltons. It's going through major renovations this year, and when it comes out, I think it's going to be the nicest hotel in the Playa del Carmen area.
It's a great location and a great view, right? I mean, that it just opens up and just runs forever to the beach. So and it's a great location because you're right there off of Fifth Avenue. Plus you're on the beach. I mean,
and I think that's what customers want too. It's like again, we've created a concept, and the Panama Jack concept that from the moment that you walk in, you've got something happening in there. You've got they're giving you popsicles instead of the standard drink. You've got a car, an airplane in the lobby. You feel like you've arrived at a destination.
At the front check-in, it's all pieces of luggage. It's really cool. It's just a cool concept.
And when you combine people, when you have Hyatt and Hilton and Panama Jack, and we involve them in the development process of this, and we engage with travel agents, and I think I think one of the greatest things about our company is that we know that we don't know everything, and we're constantly talking to people, whether it's travel agents about what kind of travel agency booking solution are they looking for in the future, or what kind of products their customers are looking for. We're talking to the people, Hilton and Hyatt, they've got they've got an arsenal of architects and designers and things. So when we sit down, we tell them what works in the all-inclusive market, and then they find ways of making it look really, really creative and unique. And that's hard to do in a space that's got so many different brands.
Well, I think brands are super important, and you have delivered on the Hyatt Ziva and Zilara. I'm sure you can do the same with the new relationship with Hilton. And if you haven't checked out Panama Jack, check it out. So I've been to all three, and they're all totally different. And they're all, you guys are on a streak right now. On a real streak.
Thank you, and thanks for all your support. I honestly, we couldn't have done it without you guys. And Mark, you've been with us right from the beginning of this, and as have the travel agents. And I always say that we've built this company, we built Playa from the trade level up, and that's something in today's marketplace. And I think we're really glad that we did. It's helped us make make better designs and make better decisions, and we're going to create more opportunities for everybody, and that's the name of the game.
And there you go. And here's a guy in the hotel business, been in the tour operator business for how many years?
25 plus.
25 years, plus. He's talking why travel agents are important. So travelers, book with a travel agent, you get expertise. Take it from a guy who's willing to pay them to do the work for you. I'm Mark Murphy. That's Kevin Froemming. Check out Playa Hotels and Resorts and all of the exciting things going on with all of those brands.